I'm kind of worried. I didn't think about this. Like when they start having children, like you start.
Everything is gonna change.
Yeah.
Everything changes.
Oh man.
Everything changes. Like even because like me, like I don't watch TV in front of him, stuff like that. Still, my son's 6 years old. I don't watch TV in front of him. I don't really listen to that much music in front of him and stuff like that. That's just too inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm usually watching what he wants to watch or something that's more age appropriate for him. So he might not want to watch it, but I might put something on in front of him just to expose him to something else.
Mm-hmm.
But before you even get to that point, you're going to have to find something for your child to watch, unless you plan on being that parent that just doesn't let your child watch TV and stuff like that at all. But it's very helpful. I mean, you don't want to rely on it, but it's helpful.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to find something that you're going to be able to tolerate before your child even understands what the fuck he's watching.
Right.
So like my brother right now, him and his fiance, they watching SpongeBob. That's their show of choice for their child.
Okay.
I thought that was too inappropriate for my child, honestly.
Yeah, SpongeBob can get a little wild.
But they also, but of course, as a kid, we didn't know what the hell it was,
Right.
and these kids aren't really going to know what it is either until.
But yeah, that makes sense because with kids shows, and I noticed this too. Like when you go back and watch them, they really did try to make it entertaining for the adults watching and for the kids watching. Where it was like a balance, where it's just like, okay, the adults will laugh at this one, the kids are not gonna get it, but the adults will gonna get it.
And it's still like that.
Okay.
It's still like that. Kids, even as bright as they are, they're still stupid.
Yo, you can't call the kids stupid, Jamil.
They don't know shit about fuck. Like they know some things.
You can't call them stupid.
They know some things, but they don't really know how to connect the dots.
Right. Oh my god.
Like it would just go over their head every time.
That's so funny. Okay.
Until you expose them for not knowing, and now they now know because you've them.
Yeah, because I remember like, you remember the show Cat Dog?
Yeah, I love that show.
That shit just made sense to me as a kid.
Like how did the cat and the dog get together? Alone in the world with a little cat. Yeah, we watch that every now and again. Yeah, we go back because I be trying to show him stuff like he be trying to watch the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I be like, no. When Logan first came up though, I was watching something I never saw because I'm one of them type of people, and I haven't met that many people that's like me. I can't watch something more than once.
Okay.
Once I've seen it,
it's done.
It's done. I can even forget it, and I'll just even make note in my head either I like it or I don't like it, and I know that as soon as I start watching it again, as soon as this thing's familiar, my attention is done.
Yeah, I'm that way with a lot of things, except for the movies that I really like. Like Marvel, Fast and Furious, like those kind of movies I can watch constantly back and forth, like when I'm in the mood.
Me, even like the classic, like, I won't say that I haven't seen stuff more than one time. I will. If it's like that good and somebody I'm with wants to see it, I will bite the bullet. But I'm not ever going out my way. Even classics I have to watch every 5 to 10 years. I cannot just sit there and
give me an idea of a classic.
Friday. Something of the,
yeah,
to that capacity. And I'm not just saying that's that specific movie. I'm talking anything from Five Heartbeats, Temptation, Holiday Heart. I mean, black shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't watch it but once every 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, to me, I have to be in a certain kind of setting because I'm the kind of person where it feels like I already did this, so I'm wasting time.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, this isn't about to be another 2 or 3 hours of time wasted that I could be doing something productive.
Yep.
Or learning something new, which is, I don't watch much TV at all now anyway. I only really watch YouTube and listen to podcasts and stuff like that. But if I am going to watch a show, it will probably be a Marvel show, or it would be like a documentary or something like that where I can learn something from.
All right.
Like I was just talking to Chad earlier. He was giving me a really good show called Mad Men. Have you heard of that? It's about this guy. He's like a master like marketer. Like he teaches like how to market businesses and sales and stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is something that I could be interested in because like everybody needs to learn marketing and sales. Like if you didn't realize by now, life is sales. Like life is sales, and whether you like it or not, I remember I used to try to fight it from myself like all the time. Like I
always knew it was sales.
See,
and I always knew that I had a gift for it. Before I even knew that I was selling or that it was sales, I always knew that I knew something.
I always knew I had a gift in it, but I hated it. I didn't hate it. I was kind of fearful of it because I was
I
brought
know what
up.
you mean.
I was
Because it feel like you're doing something wrong. It feel like you're being manipulative. Like you already can predict what's getting ready to happen, especially when you start noticing characteristics and things that are just so similar and constant. It's just like, I've seen this before. Like, and then it makes you feel like, am I doing something janky because I know how to manipulate this situation to go how I want it to go?
Well, the biggest,
like jobs, interviews, and stuff like that. What?
The biggest thing for me was just the consistency. Like, I didn't like the fact of not knowing how consistent my paycheck was going to be every week or every 2 weeks. Like, I didn't like having that feeling. It gave me anxiety. It's just like, yo, am I going to make enough to pay these bills or do this? And this was me being young, thinking about this. But, then going, when we went to work at the dealership, that was still some of the best times of me working someplace, even though it was a kind of high stress job.
You had a sales job before Dodge?
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing?
I was selling shoes at Champs. Like, we still had to hit quotas, and we got bonuses and stuff like that too. Yeah, but I was the best salesman there too. Oh. Like, every place that I did sales at, I was always the top.
So I did sales too, and every job that I had that required sales, except like at the dealership, I was so janky. I made it work for myself. Like, I don't know how to. Like, I just felt like once I realized that the sale is sold, like it's happening. It was just like I want it. Like, I want it for myself. Like, if I could have finessed some cars off the dealership, off the lot, I probably would have.
Let me find out it was you that was taking the rims and stuff like that out the car.
Too scared. Like, I really don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
I really, really don't want to go to jail. And I like when I do stuff or take risks and stuff like that to make sure that I already look at every single perspective and option that could go on if something were to go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand the people who just will take that kind of risk to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. There's no women in jail. Why would I want to go there? Like, I can go.
I'm just saying, if you know that you better go somewhere, especially when you talk to men about sex, especially men who are honest, they will tell you that it's probably one of the best feelings for them on earth. Like, it's a really good feeling.
Oh, what, sex? Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
But people won't just openly say that.
Really?
And
really?
Yeah. Like, I feel like everybody thinks that they enjoy sex. Most women are not enjoying sex, number one. But for men, it just seems so pleasurable for you guys anyway. Yeah. So what in the world would make you risk it? But that's why those guys are very sketchy.
Yeah, I don't know. I
gotta be gay.
Bruh.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Well, we do know what happens in jail, but yeah. I try to avoid it at all costs. But yeah, man, I love women way too much to like get locked up for any man. Like, I don't care. I'm snitching. Like, I'm a civilian. I want to let y'all know right now. I am not this gangster, this thug or whatever. I know too many of them. They're dead or they locked up, and I ain't trying to be any one of those two. Like, my life, I feel like my life is worth it. I got some goals and aspirations to hit.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna let something like that get in my way. So, yeah, call it what you want. And hell, top, hell, no, top.